Today, the issue we are going to discuss is a core economics issue, the one you've already caught it from the title. But to appreciate the issue more, the move more by the government of India, I want to tell you a problem first. The solution, we'll discuss it later in the video, but the problem first. That of the Indian pharmaceutical industry. Now, it's the third largest in the world if we go by volume. It's the 14th largest in the world if we go by value. And when it comes to share of exports globally, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 3.5%. Now, this big numbers, one would imagine that India has a thriving pharmaceutical industry. Not really. It has a thriving pharmaceutical market, sure. But when it comes to the imports, that is where the problem is. Now, in 2014, the National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval, he said in 2014, this is 6 years ago, that our over dependence on China in the pharmaceutical sector will come back to haunt us. He said this in 2014. Very recently, before the first lockdown that was announced, that was supposed to last for 3 weeks, the rush was such to scramble all the orders from China that companies placed additional orders. They gathered whatever imports they could from China, such as the dependency. If I talk about the active pharmaceutical ingredients, now what are these APIs? You'll read a lot about APIs wherever you go. So, what are these active pharmaceutical ingredients really? To put simply, these are critical raw materials required to produce any medicine. So, even if the medicine production is going on in India, you need those APIs. And 60 to 80% of our APIs are imported from China alone. If a report by Times of India is to be believed, 90% of APIs for some critical life-saving antibiotics, they are coming from China. This is the level of dependency we have on China. Now, what has happened in Ladakh with China, against China, that raises the question of Atmanirbharta, that are we going to be self-sufficient or not? Can a pharmaceutical industry, which is so critical, because tomorrow, assuming we go to war with China, what if they block our pharmaceutical imports? What if there's a shortage of medicines in the Indian market? It's a very low-hanging fruit the Chinese can pluck right away. This is where the Atmanirbharta in the pharmaceutical industry becomes very, very important. And this was the problem. This is just a part of the problem, but this was the problem. The dependency on China for pharmaceutical industry imports. Now, what is the solution? The solution is something we've also seen for the electronics manufacturing sector. It is the production linked incentive scheme. So basically, any company which chooses to manufacture in India, come to India and manufacture in India, it will be given incentives over a certain base year for certain sales. What is the idea of the PLI? To get more companies to come to India, for increasing manufacturing in India, which further results in employment for the people in that region. It also results in thriving industry. One company comes, the other follow, and soon you have a very great pharmaceutical industry set up in India. Now go back to 91. This is perhaps just in the year when the reforms were announced, the first set of economic reforms were announced. India opened up to the world market. Our dependency of APIs was just 1%. We were self-sufficient in that way. We were Atmanirbhar, as Prime Minister Modi would like to call it. 1% of our APIs were being imported. In 2019, the number went in the neighborhood of 70%. China, for instance, now this is a lesson we need to learn. China in the early 90s wasn't that big an exporter of APIs or medical equipment. We saw how much medical equipment China exported across the world after the coronavirus outbreak. But until the early 90s, it wasn't doing much. When Chinese companies, they were backed by the state, they were backed by the government. When that backing came, the financial, the economical, the policy backing came, they became the exporters of the world. Today, India needs to do something similar, and this is where the solution is in PLI. Now, what is the PLI? I'll break it down into 3 points. The first one, almost rupees 7,000 crore production linked incentive scheme is there to boost drug manufacturing. So rupees 7,000 crore have been set aside for a PLI scheme just to deal with drug manufacturing. Another 3,000 crore is for the promotion of bulk drug parks, probably something similar to SEZs. Probably there's more information that's coming on how these 3 drug parks will operate. But there will be something similar to the SEZs we've already seen, the special economic zones. That's another 3,000 crore. For 1800 crore, another 1800 crore, there's a PLI scheme for promoting domestic manufacturing of medical devices. So these three aspects: one, drug manufacturing, 7,000 crore rupees; 3,000 crore rupees for three software drug parks, the bulk drug parks where the manufacturing, the sale, the bulk sales may happen; and lastly, 1,800 crore rupees for the production of medical devices. This is how the PLI is going to work out. Now, how is the PLI going to be implemented? What are the qualifications of it? So the government has listed around 53 active pharmaceutical ingredients, the ones I just spoke about, covering 41 products. Now, the companies which qualify, which are producing these APIs or qualify for producing these products, they will be given the benefit of the PLI. This will be in the form of tax rebates and things like that. More information, of course, will come up, but the idea is that the government now wants to boost drug manufacturing, wants to create more pharmaceutical drug parks. They want to create more thriving industry in that sense. And they also want to manufacture the medical devices in India. This is a great move because pharmaceutical, we kept talking about the Vivos and the Oppos, but pharmaceutical industry is one industry where the fixes can be quick. Now, this brings me back to the electronic manufacturing video we did today. And just to make a side note, for all our videos, you should subscribe to our channel. Also, push the bell notification to just continue receiving updates because we do a lot of videos on this subject. So we discussed about Apple also, about how Apple and some other companies which are not Chinese, they were a little hesitant to come to India because of the revenue shortfall they were facing. Probably they were looking for more tax rebates. The PLI, not just for electronics manufacturing, but also for the pharmaceutical industry, it will fill that gap. So the companies which were earlier hesitant to come to India, they will now have a reason to come to India. But the major takeaway, this is a big, big step towards being Atmanirbhar, the same Atmanirbharta the Prime Minister has been talking about. And as our tensions with China continue to rise or remain at the same level, it's better that in the long run, we start planning for ourselves and cut that dependency on China. Now, if you go to the Swarajya homepage today, there's a wonderful editorial written by our editorial director, Shri R. Jagannathan. He points out the same aspect that we cannot sponsor China's exports. We cannot import products from China and thus sponsor the death of our own countrymen or our soldiers. And this is where all these moves become very, very important. Thank you.